I love you, baby.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel Som-hi Austin. For you guys today I have the match preview for our first Texas Derby and Copa Tejas match of the season. Austin FC versus Dallas, live from Q2 Stadium at 7:30 p.m. To kick us off, let's take a look at Frisco and what to expect from them on the night. Frisco is coming into this match with 1 win and 3 losses, with their last match ending in a 3-1 loss to Vancouver. Their most dangerous player on the night will have to be Perar Musa, who just recently signed in a rather big signing from Benfica and has already scored this season. He's been their best player this season other than Jesus Ferreira, who we all know very well and has a goal and an assist for them this season already, but is out for this match due to injury, alongside big names such as Asier Iaramendi and Alan Velasco. With those names and another 3 out, a total of 6 injuries, we have to capitalize and take advantage in this match. If we are looking at our last encounter with Frisco, we lost 1-0, but in our last home game against them, we won 3-0. So here's to a repeat of our last home game, and hopefully we can take all 3 points and keep them at home. Moving on to Austin now, let's take a look first at our injury list. Zan Komanic and Leo Väisänen are still out with their respective injuries. Komanic is expected to be out for another 2 to 3 weeks with his hamstring injury, whereas Väisänen is expected to be out for at least another month with his foot injury. 2 players that were out last week, not due to injury but international call-ups, that are back for this match are Dani Pereira and Julio Cascante, which should be a massive boost for us. Now, to look at my starting 11 prediction for this match, in goal, of course, Brad Stewart starts. Our number 1 leads the league in saves, and that's courtesy of a poor team. But Stewart continues to stand out in this game, where we'll need to be at our very best will be no different from him. In defense, starting on the left, I think Biro will start. He was slightly improved and played more against Orlando, but given Komanic is still out for injury, Biro is all but confirmed to start. In the center of defense, I think we will see the pairing of Matt Hedges and Julio Cascante again. We all know how solid they've been this season so far when they've played together. And with the Costa Rican, as mentioned, coming back from international duty, he should slot back into the starting 11, which is a bit harsh on Brendan Hines-Ike. As we said, he was solid against Orlando, but I think he'll be back on the bench for this match, but he could very well get minutes off the bench later in the match. On the right, John Gallagher should continue his run of starts. He was solid against Orlando, but I think at some point he should get some rest, as he really hasn't this season yet. I know we're light, there's not really a lot of like for players to replace him, but he should get some rest. In the midfield, I think we'll see Johan Valencia continue in there, although his form has dipped a little bit. I think he was better than Alex Ring against Orlando, and against a team like Dallas, I think Valencia would be better of the 2 that started against Orlando to start, alongside Dani Pereira. Now, mentioning Dani after going away to play with Venezuela and looking solid with La Vinotinto, I think he'll be back in the starting 11. In front of those 2, I think surely we'll see Driussi start once again. As now mentioned, he should be almost, if not 100% back to match fitness, so I think he'll play this whole match potentially. Let's hope, as Seba said in a media conference last year, he turns up for these big Texas derbies, which, we all look forward to and we all want to win, especially, against our bitter rivals. In the front line, it's a little trickier. On the left, I think there's a good chance Emiliano Rigoni gets back into the starting 11, especially after Jader Obrian had a poor game against Orlando. It's a new week, so I could see Josh Wolf swapping them out. Down the middle, I think we'll see Diego Rubio continue his run of starts. Although he was kind of poor against Orlando, I think he'll still be above Zardes in the pecking order, but I wouldn't be surprised to see Giazzi start either. And on the right, I think Ethan Finley will keep his place in the starting 11, as he was our best forward against Orlando, which isn't really saying much as everyone was pretty poor, but he always brings tenacity and, grit that we need in a game like this, as we've said, so I think he will start. Now, as an overhead prediction of this match, I think it'll be a heavily contested game, but sure, both teams are in a poor run of form, especially Austin, in every game this season so far, but I know I said the same thing against Orlando, but this game for the players, we need to turn up and we need to steer and try to turn this dreadful season around. If nothing else, this is a Texas Derby that would, do wonders if we win, and we need to win this match. That's why now for this match prediction, I'm going to say Austin FC 2, Dallas 1. This is probably the least confident I've been in not only the score prediction but also the starting 11, if I'm being 100% honest. But I do still have hope we can show up at home and give us a little glitter of hope for the season. But that does wrap up this match review for me, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching, listening. I really do appreciate every single one of y'all here, especially the ones subscribing, that keep coming back. Y'all are the GOATs. But if you guys did enjoy, make sure to like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And I'll catch y'all in the match review.